longtime colleague of ours.
Great to see you.
Host of your show still going on WEDU.
All right, Suncoast Business Forum.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and frequently appearing on Channel 13 on financial matters, Fox 13, I should say. I used to, well, it's still Channel 13.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that for about 18 years.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, so covering financial news is a big thing, and you're doing a great job of it.
Yeah, so tell us what you think about the financial aspect of the convention coming here and all the, I mean, give us your little opinion about it.
You know, it's like dropping $200 million into a community in a 1 month period of time. I mean, what city in the world wouldn't want that to happen?
Right.
But I think it's going to have real enduring value, because what's the promotional value of having this many eyeballs around the world seeing Tampa in a great light? And it's a remarkable event. But bringing all these people here to the community, they get to see people like Geoff Simon, you know, who came from Boston, could live anywhere in the world, came to here because it's a world-class destination. And I think a lot of people are going to leave this area going, this really is not only a beautiful place with a great climate, but there's really a tremendous business community.
Have we been finding a misconception then over the years that we're all about just tourism and citrus production?
Well, I think the notion that Florida's agricultural and citrus is probably an old idea, but what people have heard in the last few years is, oh, this real estate boom and all these vacant houses in foreclosure in Florida. Well, Florida's not alone, but it was because of the explosive growth in Florida for the last 2 decades, really, that led to a bit of a bust when things happened. But quite honestly, I've been following this very closely. Real estate is being absorbed very quickly.
It's
in
turning
fact,
around,
there was a
isn't
tremendous overbuild in Miami. It's gone. International money came in and it's gone. And I've been following the real estate here. It's going very quickly. So a lot of these notions that linger, perhaps in the press, aren't necessarily accurate. And this area is really poised for a certain amount of explosive growth, I think, over the next 6 to 12 months.
So do you think the convention coming here will boost the economy in a way that will have a longer impact than just this week?
I think it's going to be a very significant long-term impact. I think people have been exposed to a city they may have heard about but didn't know. But now they're seeing it in a very good light. The business community is really putting their best foot forward. I think a venture like Front Row Tampa Bay shows how cohesive not just the Tampa or St. Petersburg, Clearwater business communities, but the entire regional business community is working together in a dynamic way to promote economic development. The universities, the resources that are here, that people are discovering for the first time, are going to have tremendous long-term impact.
And do you think those partnerships, as you just mentioned, universities coupling with businesses, and so you identify what kind of employees businesses are looking for, and so curriculums can be fashioned in a way they're ready to work when they graduate from college.
That's right, and the universities are very innovative when it comes to that. The state colleges, Hillsborough Community College, St. Pete College, they have Polk State College. These are faculties that meet with the business community and collaborate with the business community to design specific curriculums to serve the business community's needs and create jobs. So this is a very vibrant community in that way.
So doing your show on EDU for so long, what are the trends that you see that are emerging?
This is a great place to be an entrepreneur. We had a segment earlier in the program with John Sykes. John Sykes moved here from North Carolina, and he took a small company and grew it into a 40,000 person global firm. You can do that. There are lots of stories of entrepreneurs coming to this area because the chemistry is right, the opportunity is right, there is capital here. You can start with something small and innovative and grow it into something global. And there are a number of Fortune 500 companies, companies with tens of thousands of employees around the world, operated out of this market. All the resources are here for that. I think that's going to be the trend, more innovation, more growth.
You know, the Republican convention is here. Charlotte has the Democratic convention coming up next week. Story in the Tampa Bay Times today comparing the two cities in terms of what they're trying to do to get their message out, what they hope the impact will be in terms of the #1 thing, which is bringing jobs and businesses to the community. And it mentioned Front Row Tampa Bay online, live streaming with interviews and discussions, and then the Social Command Center upstairs. Have you seen that thing up there? That Social Command Center? Absolutely
and
incredible.
And Jeff's been watching the program.
I know he has been.
Watching this.
He's our biggest fan. Hey, listen, while you're here, you need to brag a little on your wife and Stageworks.
Oh, Stageworks?
Can you say something?
We are on the set.
She would kill you if you didn't say something.
Well, my wife, Andrea Graham, played a big role in the development of
Yes.
this. What you're watching as a TV set is actually the main stage of Stageworks
Yes.
Theater Company,
Right.
which has been around for almost 30 years. And in the past year, it's 1-year anniversary, they opened this brand new theater.
Yes.
Fantastic.
In the
which
middle of
you're
a
collaborating-
recession.
In the middle of a recession.
Amazing.
And you will see the greatest theater in the Tampa Bay community on these stages. And it's intimate and it's wonderful. It's getting rave reviews. And Andrea Graham is the chair, my wife is chairman of the board
Right.
of Stageworks.
Well, both of you
They're great.
have been involved.
Yes.
You're passionate about performing arts for a long, 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 long
Correct.
time. And we have incredible venues for performing arts here, do we not?
You know, people think of big cities, Chicago, New York, LA to see theater. There are 3 major performing arts centers here.
Right.
Tampa, St. Pete, and Clearwater each
right.
have one. There's one in Sarasota. You could not find enough time in your personal schedule
right.
to experience all the great arts that are here. Not only the touring companies and the concerts, but the regional theater companies and the regional performers that are here. This is a very rich arts community.
And we do. We have some very talented actors and artists of all stripes. I mean, and we have some great museums here, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
the fine
Fra-
arts are also
Frank has
spectacular.
done a little acting since he left television, and so he would kind of like to be on the Stageworks stage sometime doing.
Well, he's on the stage.
doing
stage.
I am on the
theater.
Stageworks side.
Doing theater.
Well, we'll
Quite
look forward to
lobbying
that.
for me.
But Andrea did make a point and said, you know, it's business, but the arts community, a few years ago, it was the whole creative class coming up, and that you want creative, innovative thinkers in order to draw business. People, you want good education, you want good theater, you want the ballet. I mean, you want all this stuff here in addition to business. It all works together.
Well, it makes it for the quality of life we talk about.
Yep, that's right. And people underestimate the economic impact of the arts, because if you add all the revenue generated by the arts, it's bigger than the impact of professional sports.
I've read that.
Right, it's an enormous impact. And if you think about the talented young folks coming up in this community, going through the schools, going through the universities, studying fine arts, studying performing arts, where will they go if there's nothing here? The fact that there are regional theaters like Stageworks, like American Stage, like Free Fall, this gives them a venue to stay and perform, and it just increases the quality of the arts over time.
Geoff Simon, so good to see you.
It is
again.
great to see
you.
you.
Worked
Thank you,
together
Geoff.
for many
Well, this
years.
has been wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, be sure to tune in this afternoon at 2:30 for a special edition of Front Row Tampa Bay with Secretary of Commerce Grace Swope and a roundtable discussion with CEOs on why Florida, which is a campaign. In other words, why Florida? Well, we're going to tell you why.
And then, of course, join us back here again tomorrow morning for a look at USF's exciting new medical simulation center recently opened in downtown. It's called Camels. People have heard all about camels. You're going to see all about that.
Yes, and Jeff Chase will continue with his top 10 things to do in Tampa Bay.
Plus, our reporters Dave and Alana will continue as our tour guides to some of the hottest events going on this week. Have a great afternoon, everyone.